Hey guys, Sergey from Ushanka Show here. So I continue my reviews of the food I purchased a couple months ago from the unmarked van from New Jersey. This is a candy set from Odessa, Ukraine. And to tell you the truth, I just love the box so much that I decided to purchase it. It's just some of you may recognize, I don't know what car is that. It's probably an American car from the 30s or 20s. But this is seen from Odessa. And an interesting detail, the name of this candy set is called Odessa. And Odessa is in Russian. So anyone who tells you that Putin attacked Ukraine because the Ukrainian government outlawed Russian language, there's a proof that it's a total lie. This candy set was made in 2022 and it's titled in Russian language. So, but anyway, Odessa, it's a port city on the Black Sea and was historically famous for contraband, all this criminal activity going around. You know, actually, a lot of contraband, a lot of goods were produced right in Odessa. So they'll make fake shampoos, fake, so whatever, to make it look foreign clothing and then sell it. So it was always noticed that you need to be careful buying anything on Odessa. So quite often you can buy something that looks really cool, but it's not. And actually, this candy set remind me of that. Super fancy box, looks like $1 million, right? And you expect when you open this box, there'll be nice, like a lot of American candy. When you open the box, they'll individually like laid in this special tray. So that was my expectation, but check it out. So you open this box. Here we got again Odessa. Once again, Odessa is in Russian. If it's written in Ukrainian, Odessa will have only one letter S. And I bet you right now, if you look at the Google Maps, Odessa will be shown with one letter S in English. So once again here, it's old-fashioned Russian style. And this is what the candy looked like. I was like, what? So two things. First of all, it's all just dumped in this little compartment. Secondly, they had a kind of like expensive candy and cheap candy. So guess what? A lot of cheap candy, katigaroshek, which is just, chocolate and nuts. I ate it, so it was only 3 of this stuff. So that finik, so it's a dry fig and nuts, only 3 of those. Smoked dry prunes and nuts, only 3 of those. I ate one, as I mentioned. And about 6 or so coconut, or 5 coconut candy, chocolate candy. So once again, Odessa never disappoints. A lot of cheap candy, hardly any expensive candy, and cheaply packed. I have a funny story about this candy. It's called chernosliv, they call it. So it's actual prune that's stuffed with nut and then had chocolate, covered with chocolate. I like it a lot. Of course, except my mother-in-law, no one likes prunes in my family. I think it's delicious. But one time I remember I brought some candy like this from Ukraine, and I unrolled one, and I see one of my kids bit into it and then carefully removed it so you could still see the bites, the teeth marks on the candy. Then I wrapped carefully and put it back in my box. So that was kind of hilarious part about it. So this is really nothing special. Just said we can try to open one. I'm not really good at doing one here. Maybe I'll do a separate video when I open them up. But just general impression, how it's fancy done on outside, and then it's just nothing to write home about on inside. This picture is actually moving. Caught me by surprise. I'm not sure they're just changing the photos periodically for like collectibles issues. But then if you go on the back, so interesting, text in Ukrainian, text in Russian, text in English, and of course there's American required English language, like it's a standard, nutritional facts. Any food you sell in America, you're required to have that sticker. And here you go. It's produced in August in 2022, good till end of February 2023. And in Europe, in Soviet Union, and modern Ukraine, you see you have a day, month, and a year. Always bothers me in America, you have month, day and a year. It's kind of backwards. You go from small, so you go day, month, year. It's kind of more logical. And it's just description of candy. Pitted date, pitted prune. And that's how it looks inside. So this is your чернослив с орехом. So it's a prune candy with nut, date with nut, coconut, and cheapest goрошек, which was the most of it. So yeah, I found this kind of interesting. But first of all, you know, Russian language wasn't outlawed. It's all lies. Still in 2022, they produce goods in Russian language. And that's classical Odessa. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you soon. До свидания. Goodbye.